Good morning. Team 4 is very excited to be able to provide an update for you on the progress of our Capstone consulting project with CLAAS of America. We've made a great amount of progress and are really enjoying the partnership and opportunity to work with such a great company and group of professionals. Our agenda for the update is as follows. We'll begin with a brief history of CLAAS, revisit the problem statement, and then walk through deliverables, both those that have been delivered to the client and the deliverables that are currently in flight. With that, I'll turn it over to Vitsa to provide a short background of CLAAS.
The history of CLAAS. CLAAS was founded in 1913 in Germany. It is a family-owned company and is currently managed by the third generation. The company's success started with the hay knotter. At the time, other companies were using metal wire to bind straw and hay. The patented knotter made it possible to replace the hay wire to organic sourced rope. The metal wire had been extremely hard on the worker's hand, and in addition added a health risk to the cattle. The knotter was patented in 1915 and could tie a knot in a split second. The same knotters are used today by all major ag equipment competitors on all large square builders all over the world. The German engineered quality products of CLAAS found its way to North America in the late 1990s. The CLAAS brand is well recognized in Europe for its quality products and its outstanding service. An influx of European immigrants farmers in North America at the time searched for products whom they were familiar with. CLAAS had brand recognition with the immigrants, and the company saw it as an opportunity and started exporting its products. Today, CLAAS is the market leader in the forged self-propelled harvester and is a distant third marketplace for the enormous-sized combines. The product line is focused on improving methods of above-ground harvested crops. More recently, it added tractors to its products line as well. Currently, engineers are focused on improving autonomous driving of the equipment. Sensors are added, and in combination with the software, adjustments are continuously made during the harvest of the setting of the machine to assure optimum harvest results with the greatest efficiency. The company employs over 11,000 employees and markets in over 140 countries, with a combined sales that exceeds 4.3 billion euros. CLAAS is focused on investing on its employees. Worker safety and a fair salary are the top priorities. The company is providing an excellent employee benefit package in the form of health benefit insurance, and every employee is starting off with 3 weeks of paid vacation, in addition of the 1 week mandatory paid vacation during the Christmas break.
This project is focused on increasing brand awareness and, in turn, recruitment in the Omaha metro area. Like many other employers in our market, CLAAS is finding it difficult to attract new talent in an environment with record low unemployment. Low unemployment rates require creative and effective candidate sourcing strategies. The purpose of this project is provide recommendations and a targeted marketing and recruiting strategy with products that help them improve brand exposure and recruit the military and veteran population in the local area.
Thanks, Alex. For completed deliverables, we have established a local partnership with Boots and Suits United and have created some marketing materials for CLAAS to use at the job fairs they attend. Along with what we've completed, we're currently working on mapping out a career path for CLAAS, as well as doing a compensation analysis to see if recruiting veterans is a feasible idea worth pursuing. We will dive deeper into the work we've done in the following slides. For our first deliverable, we reached out to Boots and Suits United and set up a meeting to sit down with Barry Wilkinson, who is the president of this organization. We wanted to discuss any potential partnership opportunities, and the meeting went really well. We saw this as a great opportunity to connect Boots and Suits United with CLAAS. Our next step was to arrange a tour for Barry so he could see firsthand all CLAAS has to offer, because his initial reaction when we were talking through everything that CLAAS does, he mentioned, you've seen one assembly plant, you've seen them all, and we really wanted to overcome that. We set up the tour for a Friday. It actually happened to be Barry's birthday, which we found out later, and he showed up, so that was pretty awesome. That was a win. We got a great tour from one of the engineers at CLAAS. He answered all of our questions. After the tour, we sat down with the CLAAS Human Resources team and we really just let Barry go. Barry retired from the Air Force, and he's been helping veterans get jobs for years. So he has a ton of experience in this space, and he provided a lot of great information, and he actually gave CLAAS a lot of recommendations on some things that they could do to help get more veterans in the door. But the biggest win beyond getting Barry to come on his birthday was at the end of the meeting, he handed a resume to the Vice President of Human Resources. And it's a resume for a Air Force member who is retiring next summer. It was a big win when that happened. We were all smiling. We're like, yes, we got him somebody, potentially. Along with that, we put together a partnership information guide for CLAAS. It gives them some direction and contact information to pursue other opportunities. We've got Boots and Suits on there. We also have the Office of Military and Veteran Services at the University of Nebraska at Omaha. We have Bellevue University, Military Veteran Service Center, and the local Chambers of Commerce. For our second deliverable, we worked on some marketing materials in the form of a one-page flyer. In our meeting with Barry from Boots and Suits, we learned that over half the marketing materials handed out by employers at job fairs actually ends up in trash cans by the exit doors. So we figured it'd be a good idea to create a one-page flyer for CLAAS to hand out that really grabs someone's attention and hits the high points. One of the high points being that premium health insurance is actually no cost to the employees. Pretty amazing benefits. We feel that these flyers we created, they complement the existing marketing materials well. CLAAS currently distributes really nicely done folders and trifold brochures at the job fairs and hiring events. We just really don't want those to end up in the trash cans. As you can see, we created one with CLAAS colors. That's the green one on the right, and the other one with good old Uncle Sam to hopefully attract the attention of military members. But we feel like these can be used at any hiring event or career fair that CLAAS attends. For our third deliverable, we're working on mapping out the career path at CLAAS. And interestingly, this idea was actually brought up at our initial meeting, and it sort of got pushed to the side. But when we had our meeting where we brought Barry from Boots and Suits into CLAAS, he mentioned 4 to 5 times how important a career path is to military members as they're exiting military service and entering the civilian workforce. A career path is just something they're used to seeing. So during our follow-up call with CLAAS after that meeting with Barry, we brought up career path once again. And this time the stars just aligned for us because Deb, who's the vice president of HR, she was at a conference that weekend, and she once again heard how important it is for employers to have a career path. So I think her words were like, this is a sign. And she realized that they didn't have a career path, so she quickly gave us the green light to map one out for them. So we set up another in-person meeting so we could do this. We just put Post-its up on the wall. You can see that picture in the upper left where we mapped out everything from somebody who's just getting their foot in the door and then where they can go. And that picture right there, this is just looking at the assembly floor. There's other places people can go after they kind of get in there. But it was great. We had tons of interaction from everybody and lots of questions and feedback. And we were really excited about it. We feel like we're headed in the right direction. And Deb even mentioned that she loved the direction we were headed. So that was pretty awesome to hear that. You can see we created a rough diagram in Excel from our little Post-its on the wall. We're thinking of some creative ways to bring that to life and to display it. CLAAS actually had an idea of stacking that vertically in the form of ears of corn on a corn stalk. And then we had the idea of stacking it horizontally with combines plowing through a field. So either way, great ideas, but I think we're going to need somebody with a little more design experience to kind of help that idea become a reality and come to life. But along with those two ideas, we also want to create a more simplified matrix structure that lays out the career path. We want this to be used with their marketing materials, that lets a potential employee quickly see that there's plenty of career opportunity at CLAAS. The fourth deliverable that we're working on in conjunction with the career path is a compensation analysis. In doing this, we really need to see if bringing in veterans at CLAAS is feasible. We have compiled the data and have arrived at a very accurate estimate of what both enlisted service members and officers make in the Omaha area, considering base pay, housing allowance, and food allowance. We also do the same for CLAAS employees, both at the low end of what CLAAS pays, which is $15.30 an hour, and on the high end of what they pay, which is $22.50 an hour. We also started looking at what other assembly plants in the Omaha area pay, and we've found that what CLAAS pays is actually in line with similar employers. But one huge benefit is that CLAAS covers the cost of health care for their employers, and this is actually something that military members are used to. Another benefit that military members are not used to is a year-end bonus, and at CLAAS, these typically average around $1,600. So we found this analysis to be quite encouraging, and we believe CLAAS will have success recruiting junior enlisted veterans who serve between 4 to 8 years, as the pay is very similar, and at CLAAS there are no deployments, and the shift ends at 2:30 p.m. We also believe CLAAS will have success recruiting senior enlisted veterans who are retiring after 20 years of service. These retirees will be receiving at least 50% of their military base pay upon retirement, and this income has the potential to make up the majority of any income gaps if these retirees were to pursue employment with CLAAS. And with these deliverables, we believe we're one step closer to solving world hunger, or at least increasing brand awareness and recruiting within the veteran population for CLAAS. This completes our update. Thank you for your attention.